it's about your great-grandfather's mine.
Sure, what is it?
Do you know your way through the mine shafts to reach the Hopi village?
Me? Not a chance. I've never gone into that old mine.
I thought you might have an old map of the mine.
No, I don't have any maps of it. Let me think. I guess that if a map exists, it would be in the town bank. Probably inside the safe.
Do you really think the mine ran dry because of the Hopi medicine man's curse?
Well, I neither believe it nor deny it. What I do know is that the mine ran out of gold, even though such a thing seemed totally impossible days before. Not something very normal, don't you think?
Why did Kevin, Rucker, and you come live out here?
It was my idea. I felt the need for total isolation so I could devote myself to my greatest passion. They had similar concerns. So here we are.
So, what's your passion?
Computers and the whole world of technology surrounding them. I'm pretty good at it, you know?
I'm gonna continue on my search. Thanks for all your help, Sushi. See you later.
See ya, and good luck.
Whoa! The bank sure is a mess. I see the locomotive really wrecked the place when it derailed and smashed into the bank. This is really run down. All I see are old papers covered in dust. Then there's that metallic object down there. Okay, I'll take it. Whoa, this looks like a stapler. Quite rudimentary it is. Definitely a model from the 19th century. I'd better take the staples that were lying next to the stapler. They look similar to the rivets used by cobblers. It's really old. Probably stopped working a long time ago. It'd make for a lovely decorative antique if someone cleaned it up. I bet this was J.T. Douglas's desk. B.D. Bank of Douglasville, I suppose. A big piece of the floor is missing. A blunt object must have fallen down and made that hole. I don't see why I would want to go in there. Let's see. Way at the end, I see a cell and... I can't believe my eyes. There's... a dead body! Oh man! That guy must have been rotting away for 100 years. I wonder whether that poor devil died inside there, or if he'd already kicked the bucket before they stuck him in there. It must be for that stove over there. All right. I don't think anyone will need them to light up the stove. 5 nice logs. Might come in handy. This must have been a supply wagon, because it has some sort of strap attached to an iron ring at the edge. And there are more similar rings at each end of the wagon on both sides. I bet the strap passed through all of those rings over the goods to keep them from moving around on those dusty, bumpy old roads. It's tied to one of the iron rings. I can't tear it off. There's still some old wanted signs up, offering a reward for capturing the bad guys. An old frayed hat, a couple of pages from an old newspaper, and an oil lamp. Nothing of this will help me out. I'm not interested in that. There aren't any weapons left, just the chain that held them up. I can't. It's fixed to the cabinet. I don't think I'll need it anyway. Okay, let's make a real Clint Eastwood entrance. Hey, how cool. An automatic door opening system. And they say the Old West was wild and dangerous. Well, well, wow. This looks like a botanical garden. Oh, it's one of those miniature trees that have become so fashionable. I think they come from Japan. Nice little tree, but I've heard it takes lots of time and energy to care for him properly. Better leave it where it is. I wouldn't be able to give it the love it deserves right now. Needed by all big plant lovers. Now, I'm not saying I don't like plants, but I can't waste any time watering them right now. It's got dirt inside, but nothing has been planted in it. Okay. Maybe I'll find something to plant in it. Let's see what I find here. It's a sort of shed stocked with a wide range of gardening tools. Seeds, tools, chemicals, that kind of stuff. Let's see. These pruning shears may be of use. Hey! Hey, pal.
Hi, who are you?
My name's Brian. Brian Basco.
I'm Kevin, but everyone calls me Saturn. Nice to meet you, BB.
BB?
Those are your initials, right? I could just tell you go by BB right away. It was logical, what with your name.
Well, to tell you the truth, no one's ever caught.
So tell me, BB, you planning on moving to these parts? Have you spoken with Sushi about this? What kind of artist are you?
No, I don't plan on staying. I'm just passing through.
Oh, well, that's something unusual, isn't it? I mean, not many people come around here just for the heck of it.
Well, I'm trying to find the remains of a Hopi village.
The old Indian village? Yeah, I've heard of it.
Do you have any idea where exactly it might be located?
Actually, I don't, which is odd because I'm quite familiar with the area. I often go out exploring to find raw materials for my inventions, and I've never come across the slightest sign of that Hopi village.
Do you know of anyone who could tell me the story of that village?
Let me think. I don't know. I think Sushi may have some documents from her great-grandfather. They might mention the Hopi village. Of course, Rutger hasn't got a clue, although you never know. And, Mama Dorita could know something.
That story about Sushi owning Douglasville is true then, huh?
Oh yes, the whole town belonged to her great-grandfather. Then it was passed down from generation to generation until Sushi inherited it from her father. I met Sushi on the internet through a chat room. We got along really well and became friends quite fast. When she proposed the idea of moving away to this town to live at peace with our creative spirits, well, I didn't think twice.
I haven't met Rutger yet.
Well, he's out of town. He told me he was going on an expedition in search of plants and roots. When you meet him, you'll see what a swell guy he is. He joined up with us to move out here so he could devote himself fully to his great passion, botanical gardening.
What do you know about Mama Dorita?
Well, I've only seen her on one occasion. I got her to give me an appointment to see if she could do something about my lack of inspiration. It didn't work. According to her, I lacked faith. But really, I didn't think swallowing a live spider bathed in coyote brains was going to solve my problems.
That thing you're working on is totally interesting.
This ensemble, I assure you, it's not one of my best works. My inspiration hasn't been up to par lately, you know? I just don't seem to be getting any ideas.
Listen, about the...
Yes, what?
Do you know any descendants of the Hopis that live around here?
No, not a one. Though, yes, wait. I remember that Rutger told me he found a Hopi Indian in the middle of the desert one day. He said it was a very old man covered with wrinkles who claimed to be the last of the Hopi chiefs. But knowing Rutger, I wouldn't be surprised if he'd hallucinated the whole scene.
This workshop's impressive. I see that besides an artist, you're quite an inventor.
Yes, I like to think of myself as a modern-day Leonardo da Vinci. I combine art and science in my creations because both combined are my whole raison d'etre.
I'll let you get back to your work, Saturn. Au revoir.
Adieu.
What is this thing? Maybe it's some sort of scale. Or perhaps a cart for moving heavy items. I really can't tell. I could swear I've seen that statue somewhere before. It's very high. I can't reach it. It forms part of that apparatus. Maybe it's some kind of brake. Let's see how in the world this works. Whoa!
Hey, what have you done? Get your hands off my catapult.
Sorry, I didn't know what it was.
Well, the next time you don't know what something is, don't touch it. You wasted a whole unopened bucket of paint. Damn the day I decided to build that catapult.
Hey, chill out, dude. I won't touch anything else.
I hope not.
Hi, Sushi.
Hi, Brian. How's it going? Did you find out anything else?
I'm working on it. You see, there's something I want to talk to you about.
Shoot.
Hey, there's a dead body inside of a cell in the sheriff's office.
Yeah, it's been there for over a century.
Who was it?
The town doctor. Apparently, he was a drunkard, and a kid died because of him. He was in jail waiting for his trial when the train derailed.
Don't you think you should take him out and bury him properly?
Well, the door was locked, and the way I look at it, that cell is the closest that guy ever got to a grave. I don't think it'd do any good to bury him at this point. And that cell is kind of like having your own pantheon.
How could they let him die there in such a cruel way?
The sheriff had a key to the cell, and he also died the day the train derailed. Legend has it, someone warned everyone that the train was speeding toward the town out of control with nobody at the helm. The sheriff rode out to where the train was and managed to climb into the driver's cab of the locomotive, but a stroke of bad luck made him fall into the boiler. The guy was burned up alive and failed to stop the train. And as I already told you, due to the derailment, everyone fled town, and nobody even thought about releasing the drunk doctor who had caused the death of a child.
Back up a bit.
Yes?
It's about the safe in the bank.
What about it?
I've been sifting around the ruins of the bank, and I didn't find it anywhere.
Yeah, well, it wasn't on the upper floor. I believe it was in the basement of the bank. You know, to be on the safe side. The bad thing is, the way into the basement was completely blocked when the locomotive crashed into the building.
I'm gonna continue on my search. Thanks for all your help, Sushi. See you later.
See ya, and good luck.
Wow! That crater is really big. Jeez! Someone's camping down there, right at the edge of the crater. I'll go down and see who it is. Hello? Hey, friend. Hi.
Yo! Nah! It's impossible! I can't get them to open the door!
Them? Who are they?
Them! You know! Extraterrestrials!
Oh, yeah.
Speaking of which, who are you and what are you doing here? Are you looking for them, like me?
No. My name's Brian, and I'm searching for an old Indian village.
Ryan? You know the meaning of that name?
No, I don't. What is it?
I haven't a clue. But my name is Joshua, and it means liberation. That's something to think about, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. That's real interesting.
I know. Well, now that I think about it, they must have sent you here to help make my communication machine work.
Really, my friend? No one sent me.
Just because you're not conscious of it, doesn't mean they didn't bring you here. Either I'm way off here, or just a few days ago, you never would have imagined you'd be here at the foot of this crater, right?
Well, that is true, but it's all because of...
So, I was right. See? That's how they do things. That's something to think about, isn't it?
You wouldn't know where I can find the remains of that Hopi village I'm looking for, would you?
The Indian village? No, I don't have the slightest clue. But as soon as I communicate telepathically with Trantor, I can ask. These aliens know everything.
So, what brought you here? To this crater, I mean.
This is not just any crater. People just blindly believe whatever those so-called modern scientists tell them. They say that the crater was formed by a crashing meteorite that fell here millions and millions of years ago. That's a bunch of baloney, I say. However, I know the truth. The crater was formed when a Trantorian ship landed here.
You know, about what you told me when I arrived.
Yeah? What?
What door were you referring to when you said you couldn't get them to open it?
To the dimensional door between Earth and Trantor. That's why they came here that time they landed with their spacecraft. They're setting up dimensional doors on hundreds of planets all over the universe. And the one on Earth is right here. A total trip, huh, dude?
What is the communication machine exactly?
It's all this stuff I have set up on top of the trailer. I built it myself and christened it with the name Communication Machine because I plan on using it to open the dimensional door and come in physical contact with the Trantorian.
Why did you tell me to help you make it run? Is it broken?
Yeah, after getting here and setting everything up, I ran into some bad luck. It had hardly been running for an hour when the machine ran out of energy and stopped working. I took off the plate covering the rotor and checked out the battery that makes it spin, but I can't find what's wrong. The battery looks like it's in one piece. I just don't get it. All I can tell is that if the rotor doesn't spin, it doesn't produce energy. And without any energy, the machine is useless hunk of junk.
How can I help you make the communication machine work?
I'm not sure. The thing is, we need energy for the machine, and the energy is produced when the rotor spins.
How does the machine work exactly?
Basically, the machine is a sort of amplifier that can emit sounds at a specific frequency. It has a keyboard attached with 7 buttons to play the 7 musical notes. Using my telepathic contacts, I have been told that a way to activate the dimensional door is to play a combination of 5 notes at a frequency revealed only to me. Pretty fascinating, isn't it?
What's that panel of spotlights behind there for?
Each spotlight goes with one of the musical notes. When you play the note, the matching spotlight turns on. But the truth is, they don't really do anything. What I mean is, you don't need them to activate the dimensional door. But I saw something like them in a movie, and I thought the communication machine looked much more hip with them.
What's that strange device you're wearing on your head?
You mean my telepathic helmet? It's a telepathic empowerment device that multiplies a human being's telepathic abilities 2 or 3,000-fold. I use it to communicate with Trantor. You got to be careful. When you wear this, you run the risk of going crazy because a lot of ideas flash through your brain. There are millions of telepathic messages people give off all the time without realizing it. Fortunately, I can clearly distinguish telepathic messages from Trantor and run no risk of losing my marbles.
Well, I'll let you get back to work. We can talk later.
Whenever you want, kid.
Okay, I'll cut right next to the iron ring. That way I'll get most of the whole strap. It must be 6 to 8 yards long. I'm sure it'll come in handy. Now why would I want to staple the belt? Yeah, I believe the idea might work, but first I have to find a way to join the ends of the strap. Of course! I can use the stapler to join the ends of the belt together. There we go. I only had 3 staples, but I think it'll hold. Joshua?
Yes?
I came up with an idea to make your communication machine work.
Seriously? That is excellent! Explain it to me, boy.
Look, I thought you could place a strap between the back wheel of the motorcycle and the rotor of your machine. Afterward, we rev up the motorcycle's engine and put it into gear. The wheel will pull on the strap as it spins and...
Oh, yes. I understand now. Great idea, young man. You're not as dumb as you looked after all. Just one thing. Do you have that strap?
I've got it. You'll put it in place, won't you?
Oh, yes. That is right up my alley. Just leave the strap next to the motorcycle, and I'll do it in 5 minutes. The thing is, right when you talked to me, I had just tuned in a telepathic message from Trantor that I simply must decipher before I forget it.
As you wish, but don't take too long. Well, let's hope he can get this show on the road. I'm dying to check whether my idea works. Oh, man. This is the mine that killed Gina. And right when I was starting to... Well, let's not think about that. I owe it to Gina. If I could move that stone away from the entrance, I might find the Hopi village through the mine. Oh man! I see Joshua hasn't put the strap in place yet. I'm gonna have to talk to him. Joshua,
Yes?
how come you haven't put the strap in place yet?
Look, there is one small problem. Logically, I can't put in the strap without taking apart the motorcycle wheel. And I can't take apart the motorcycle wheel because I need a number 10 wrench, which I don't have.
Oh, brother. Now I get it. I've been such an idiot. I shouldn't have joined the ends of the strap until I put it on the wheel. The bad thing is, I can't cut the strap again and re-staple it, since it'd be too short. What's worse, I don't have any staples left. Okay, Joshua, don't worry. I'll get us a number 10 wrench and bring it to you.
Okay, I trust you, sonny boy.
Hey, Saturn.
What?
You see, mon ami, there's something I wanted to ask you.
If it's in my power to help,
Could you lend me a number 10 wrench?
sure. Take it from the set of tools hanging on the wall.
Getting back to what we were talking about,
Yes?
I'll let you get back to your work, Saturn. Au revoir.
Adieu.
Nice set. Yes, sirree. Let's see. Here on the left are the wrenches. Shoot! Just the one I need is missing. The number 10. Hey, Saturn.
What's up now, BB?
The number 10 wrench is missing.
Impossible. It's gotta be... Hey, wait, you're right. I used it before and left it here in my pocket. Here. Kid, your reflexes are shot, you know? Well, don't worry. The wrench must be down there, in the street. You just have to go down and get it.
Yeah. Thanks, man. I don't see the wrench anywhere. Ugh. I'm afraid I figured out where it is. It's fallen into that disgusting trough. Okay, who's the sucker that's gonna stick his hand in there? Rotten luck. The wrench fell right into that spot. Sorry, but I'll have to find some other way to get that out of there. 'Cause I am not sticking my hand in. This is a small town. Just one wide road lined by buildings on both sides and a couple of small side streets between them. It's a sanding block. Kevin must have dropped it. All right, better not leave it lying there. I'm sure Kevin will be grateful if I return it to him. Yeah. That's a good idea. I'll drop the pot on the trough, and with a bit of luck, the wrench will come flying out. I can't tell if it worked from up here. I need to go down and check. Great! There's that dumb wrench. It's finally mine! All clean and ready to take to Joshua. Joshua,
Yes?
I've got the number 10 wrench.
Oh, excellent! Leave it by the strap. I'll take care of it right away. But give me 5 minutes. I was just receiving a telepathic message from Trantor.
Oh. Okay, let's hope... Great, now the strap is on. Joshua,
Yes?
I see you put that strap on. Did you see if the invention works?
Sorry, kid. We're out of luck. The motorcycle doesn't have 1 drop of gas left.
Just what I needed. Wait, let's not get desperate. We can find some gasoline.
That's what I like to see. Initiative. I know you will get it. And with your help, I'll achieve my goal.
This house looks Mexican, and there's a huge guy in the doorway. I don't know. He seems to be keeping guard, but he looks like a nice guy. I'll go talk to him to see what happens.
Howdy, partner. What brings you to these parts? What do you want from Mama Dorita?
Mama Dorita? No, look, I'm searching for the remains of a Hopi village. I know it was around this area somewhere. By the way, my name is Brian.
An Indian village?
Yeah, Hopi to be exact.
Well, I reckon there's an old ghost town called Douglasville, and now there's a bunch of hippies living there.
No, I've been through there already. Douglasville is not the town I'm looking for. Thanks anyway, though.
Well, pal, I never heard of any other abandoned villages around here.
You think Mama Dorita could help me?
Sorry, but I doubt it. Mama Dorita helps people with other types of problems.
Other types of problems?
Yeah, she's in contact with the other side.
The other side? You mean she talks to dead people?
Yup, she's mastered the arts of voodoo, soothsaying, and Santeria. And she's a healer, too.
I'd love to meet her. Maybe she might know something about the Hopi village.
No way. Mama Dorita doesn't do that kind of thing. Look for a good archaeologist, pal.
Friend!
What's up, kid?
I'd like to see Mama Dorita.
I told you that can't be. She can't help you with your problem, pal. I'm sorry. When you have other troubles, the ones Mama Dorita can fix up, don't you hesitate to come around.
I see you like gum. You're always chewing some.
Oh, that's not gum. It's menthol chewing tobacco. I can't resist it, you know. Helps me pass the time.
What did you do before working for Mama Dorita?
Well, I don't like to think about my past. All I can tell you is that I'm not real proud of some of the things I did. Luckily, Mama Dorita came into my life like a shining light and gave it all new meaning. Now my only mission is to serve Mama Dorita.
Well, I'll just go on my way here.
All right, me too.
He's pretty intimidating, but I think he's a nice guy. Besides Mama Dorita's name, there's a... I'm not sure. It's got an insect painted on it or something like that. I wonder what that's for. Maybe Mama Dorita has a cat and she puts its food there. I may be needing this. It's made of clay, and it looks handmade by a local craftsman. This really improves the ambiance, just like that shrunken head on the pole. After all, Mama Dorita is some sort of sorceress. And any self-respecting sorceress would decorate her place with this kind of stuff. I can't imagine the havoc that locomotive wreaked the day it derailed and annihilated everything in its path. Huh. Reminds me of a model I got for Christmas one year. Yep, it's almost exactly alike. There's the smokestack, and to the left is a spout where you fill the water tank, and further to the left is the whistle next to the engineer's cap. Hey, Saturn!
What?
You see, mon ami, there's something I wanted to ask you.
If it's in my power to help.
Hey, those enormous rocks you use for your stone sculptures. How do you manage to bring them here? Do you have some sort of moving crane?
No, it's much simpler than that. I get the help of Oscar, Mama Dorita's disciple. He's amazingly strong and can move stones that weigh hundreds of pounds all by himself. In exchange for helping me with that, I give him menthol chewing tobacco that Rutger whips up for me. That big powerhouse just loves to chew tobacco, you know?
Can I take that tank you've got over there? It's filled with gas.
Yes, it's gasoline, but I'm afraid I can't give it to you. You see, when we came to this town, we agreed on a set of rules. One was that we didn't even want to hear about money. Nobody buys or sells anything here. What we do is use the noble old system of bartering. If you want something of mine, you have to give me something of yours in exchange. If what you want is a loan of something that's not perishable, no problem. We're just as generous as the next guy. But if it's something you can't return because using it means it will disappear, well, in that case, you have to give something in exchange. And I don't think I have to tell you that's the way it'll work with that tank of gasoline.
Okay, I get it. And what might I offer you in exchange for your tank of gas?
Look, one thing has occurred to me. You could give me a piece of art you've made. I love collecting works by other artists, you know. It's quite enriching.
I'll let you get back to your work, Saturn. Au revoir!
Adieu.
By the look of that bucket, I'd say it hasn't been used for quite a while. Well, well, isn't that unusual? It's got a hole in the middle, like a donut. Okie dokie. I like it. You'd think it was the work of an artist and not just a rock I happened to find on the ground. Polish the stone? The truth is, I think I've got better ways to use my time. All right, I don't want to give it up, but maybe I can get Saturn to exchange it for the tank of gas. Saturn! Hey, Saturn! I brought you a first-rate work of art. It's a small sculpture I've carved in stone.
What does it portray?
What does it portray? Well, it portrays the fragility of mankind and the savage environment that surrounds us.
Oh yeah, that's what I thought.
It's a lovely piece, and I hate to lose it, but I'd give it to you in exchange for the tank of gas.
Well, I really understand the concept and all, and I like it, but it seems like an unfinished work, like a diamond in the rough. Work on it a bit more, and we'll talk.
Whatever you say, you're the big artist. Shoot, it didn't work. Yeah, if I can polish the stone, then maybe Saturn would consider trading it for the tank of gas. It's worth trying. Well, it certainly looks a lot nicer. Let's hope Saturn thinks the same. Okay, let's see if I can get him to trade it for the tank of gas. Saturn! I fixed up the sculpture a bit, and now I think you're really going to be delighted with it. How's this? Museum quality, huh?
Yes, I can distinguish some softer nuances. The man has evolved. His delicacy in the surrounding environment is apparent. But he's trying to camouflage himself by blending in with progress. That's the idea you're trying to convey, am I right?
That's exactly it. You understand my ideas perfectly. So, are you interested in it? You can have the sculpture, and I take your gas tank and...
No, it still appears to be an incomplete work, like a house without a roof. When you achieve total mastery, we'll talk about the deal.
Oh, all right. That's fine. This guy's one hard egg to crack. All right, I don't want to give it up, but if the piece of amber fits in the hole, it might be just what I need to give the stone a more artsy look. Let's try it out. Now it looks really cool. Saturn's really gonna like it now. Okay, let's see if I can make the deal this time around. Saturn, observe my sculpture now. Thanks to your advice, I think I've created a true masterpiece. What do you think?
Oh, the light. The divine element symbolized by light. Of course. In spite of it all, man cannot bear his fragility and needs to create a superior being that gives greater meaning to his existence. That is the point, isn't it?
Exactly, you figured it out. Do we have a deal?
Do one thing for me. Place the sculpture in front of the door to the balcony. The sun will become the final element from which man imbibes the light that shelters him.
Whatever you say.
Yes, truly majestic. Don't move it. That's the perfect spot.
Okay, then I get the tank of gas, right?
Yes, it's yours. Oh, but there's one thing I forgot to tell you. That isn't any normal, everyday gasoline. It's concentrated gasoline that I make myself. In order for it to work, you have to mix it with water. The formula is simple. For every liter of water, you put in 40 cc's of concentrated gasoline. It is vital for the mixture to be exact.
Yeah, do you have any measuring tubes to calculate the exact amounts?
Well, look, there's one small problem. My 40 cc measuring tube broke the other day, and I haven't bought a new one yet. But don't worry, next to the gas tank, there's a 1 liter bottle and 2 measuring tubes. You can use that to make the mixture.
If you say so. The tank is finally mine. And the bottle and measuring tubes? Let's see if I can use this to make the mixture right. The 50 cubic centimeter measuring tube is empty. The 50 cubic centimeter measuring tube is empty. Okay, I'll fill it right up to the mark. There you go, 50 cubic centimeters of concentrated gasoline. Done, without spilling a drop. It's empty now. Done, without spilling a drop. Okay, I'll fill it right up to the mark. There you go, 50 cubic centimeters of concentrated gasoline. Excellent! Now I have exactly 40 cubic centimeters. It's empty now. I'd rather ask Saturn whether I can have his water. Hey, Saturn!
What?
You seem...
If it's in...
Can I take a bit of...
Go ahead. You can't say no to giving someone water. Take all you need.
Getting back to what we were talking about.
Yes?
I'll let you get back...
A deal.
All right! To the mark! Exactly 1 liter of water. Okay, it has just the right dosage, so there shouldn't be any problems. Perfect. Now I've got gas for the motorcycle. Alrighty then. Let's fill that tank and see if we can finally implement my plan. Ready. I'll tell Joshua the motorcycle's prepared. Joshua,
Yes?
the motorcycle has gas now, so let's put the plan in motion.
Stupendous! I knew you would not let me down. Let me tell you what we're going to do. I'll take care of starting up the motorcycle. As soon as the wheels start spinning, go up to the switch on the communication machine. Okay?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, then go stand by the switch.
It works!
Amazing! We did it, young man. I knew my idea with the strap would work.
Hey, it was my idea.
Hey, let's forget about that. Now, I need you to help me figure out the combination to open the dimensional door. I need you, kid. Don't fail me now.
Well, all right. What do I have to do?
Look, I discovered that the spot where I achieved the greatest telepathic communication is down there, in the middle of the crater. I'll go down there, and you push the keys for the musical note. That way, I will receive telepathic signals which will indicate to me whether the combination is correct or not. The only thing that you must remember is that the combination is made up of 5 different notes. You understand this, don't you? You cannot repeat the same note twice in any combination either.
Got it. Different sets of notes, but without repeating any note twice in a combination of 5 notes.
You are one smart little whippersnapper. Come on, Trantor's people are expecting me. Ready? Hit it, Sonny.
Here comes Joshua. Let's see how things went.
Hey, 3 of the notes form part of the combination, but only 2 are in the right position. It's going pretty well. Try once more.
Okay, I'll try once more.
Come on, I'm going down.
That noise! What a trip! There's an intense light covering the center of the crater. I can't see Joshua.
Ryan, this is unbelievable. Just amazing, kid. It's remarkable. Farewell. You can't believe all the love I'm taking with me.
But what's going on? That strange noise stopped and the light disappeared. But I can't find Joshua anywhere. I'm going down into that crater to see what happened. Unbelievable. The only thing Joshua left behind is that black mark on the ground and his telepathic helmet. Oh well, I don't think we'll be seeing Joshua again. I hope wherever he may be, he's resting in, well, that he found what he was looking for. It's still lit up, so it must be working. If it really even does anything, that is. All right, Joshua won't be needing it any longer. The truth is, I doubt this contraption really improves anyone's telepathic powers, and I don't plan on wearing it to test the theory. Wow, the communication machine stopped working. Well, I suppose the motorcycle used up all the gas. This model's a bit outdated. People use those igloo-style tents nowadays. Okay, I don't think Joshua will care anymore. Let's see what I find in here. Yeah, this could be really useful. A flashlight that you can attach to your head, and a climbing rope. It's blocked by that huge rock they put in front of it. If I could move that stone away from the entrance, I might find the Hopi village through the mine. That is one big rock. I can't get it to budge an inch. It looks pretty deep. I can't see to the bottom. I suppose they used to store the mining tools in that, but it's empty now. I think it's an oil can. A bit heavy, but it may be of some use to me. Saturn, I found the answer to your inspirational crisis.
Really? What is it?
It's a helmet that creates ideas. It stimulates brain activity in an incredible way. You'll see. It'll make hundreds of ideas pop into your mind. Here, put it on.
Let's see. Yeah, I can feel something. Oh. Wow, I've never felt so amazingly inspired in my whole life. I've got to sculpt what will be my greatest work ever. I'm going out right now to get the perfect stone. Thanks, Brian. I really owe you one.
No problem, man. And good luck! Now how about that? In the end, it'll turn out that the helmet actually works. Anyway, I hope Saturn doesn't become like Joshua. Okay, Saturn owes me one anyway. It's very light. I thought it would weigh more. Okay. Ready! It's filled to the brim with water. Ah, yeah! These dried tobacco leaves could really come in handy. I love those big smokestacks on old steam trains from the 1800s. That's where you put water into the tank. It whistles by letting steam out. It was hooked up to the engineer's cab using a sort of rope that he would pull on when he wanted to sound it. Okay, I'll empty the oil can into the tank of the locomotive. Okay. Ready! It's filled to the... There we go. Okay. Ready! There we go. Okay. Ready! It's filled to the brim with water. There we go. Let's fill that tank up a bit more. Okay. Ready. There we go. Let's fill. I could try to go in through the hole next to the broken part of the roof, but I'd almost rather go up to the side and enter through the window there. Okay, let's see what's in here. It has no firewood or other fuel inside. It doesn't need to be open to put fuel in. It has a hole where you can do that. Well, all right. These logs will make first-class fuel. Yes, now is the time. Careful there. I don't want to burn my hand off. Okay, this is starting to work. That's the wheel used to increase pressure in the boiler. Okay, I'll turn the wheel once. I don't want to overdo it with the pressure and make the boiler blow apart while I'm in here. Great! Now I think there's enough pressure. That's the lever the engineer uses to start and stop the train. I don't think the locomotive is working. No, I'd better not take any chances. With the locomotive tipped over on its side, anything might happen if the machine started running. That's the lever the engineer uses to start and stop the train. I think that's the lever that activates the steam outlet. Yes, a burst of steam blasted out. I think with one big leap I can reach the window. It must have flown out with the steam through the locomotive smokestack. And from the look of it, I bet I know what key it is. I hope the heat from the boiler didn't deform it. I hope the locomotive boiler didn't deform it, and it still works. Wonderful! It opened right away. No matter how bad a doctor he was, nobody deserves to die like that. It stinks like this place, but it's in pretty good shape. I don't think I'll take it. If I carry it around, people will think it's me that reeks. I should look around anyway, though, in case there's something I might need. I'll take this bottle of liniment. It contains mint. Yeah, that way I can prepare menthol chewing tobacco. But I'll need some sort of crushing tool to grind the tobacco leaves so I can mix them with the liniment. Put tobacco leaves into the bowl? Yeah, maybe I'd better, but later. I don't see any reason for doing that. Sure, great idea. The stamp is pretty large and durable. I can use it with the bowl to create a makeshift mortar and pestle. There we go. I think it'll work. Yes, I think I can use the mortar I've improvised to mash the tobacco leaves in with the liniment. Then I'll have menthol chewing tobacco. Let's try it. Okay, I think that turned out pretty good. But there's no way I'm trying it. What for? Gross! I don't think I'll tell you what that bucket was used for. All that's left is a skeleton, which is why it's odd that the thing stinks so bad. Ew! Maybe there's a colony of worms living inside its clothing. No way! You may say I'm a bit of a wuss, but I don't care. I'm not putting my hands in that guy's pockets.